I'm telling you, not now. I'm going live right now. Please don't bring this up. I don't want to talk about it right now. All right? Look, I haven't even checked the mic. What if the mic is on and everyone can hear? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just leave me alone with this. I know. Listen. Listen, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it when the live is done. Please, don't bother me about it again. Look, and now I see the mic. Man, I told you. Trippy stuff out here. Trippy, trippy, trippy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 1 minute to count down. I just had to feel out that whole track. It was a good track. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Livers Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful time on this beautiful earth, on this life that you're living. It's 10:12 a.m. here. Beautiful day, September 16th, 2024. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset, which is your time. We're going to put the lemon into the water is the first thing we're going to be doing. We're going to decalcify the pineal gland and get ourselves ready to rock. Man, it feels good to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you. I got to send the link to the Discordio, but people should be in there anyway. But you know what, man? People are kind of robotic sometimes, and you got to just get them. It's got to be in their face these days, the way we get caught up on the internet. If you're like I was back in the day, I had no sense of focus. I had to be kind of like, hey, Sam, wake up. You know what I mean? And I'm, hey, you wake up. Hey. Yeah, like that. You know what I mean? Got to get you going. Let's take a look at what's happening here for BTC and break it down for each and every one of you while we have some fun here. All right. And a little change up of the music here, but I think I'm going to go back. I think I might have typed in something different. Oh, that's what happened. It's Deep House Relax, which is cool, but not so cool. I want to keep it upbeat a little bit. One of my favorite tracks, though, I want to see if it is Be Where You Are. I love this track. This track gets me going. All right, 58,320. Can we hold 58? They say we go down to 57.5. Who's they? The liquidity holders of the world. All the people want to buy Bitcoin down at 57.5. They think that's a good price. The market has decided 57,500 is where they want to take it. That's what's suggesting here for BookMap. The BookMap, link in the description below. I do get a nice commission if you get BookMap. Have it to yourself wherever you're going in the world. You won't even need me by your side. You'll have BookMap telling you where the liquidity is, just like I do every single day here on the channel. Earlier today, it said we were going down. We went to 58.5 all the way to 50 or 58.6 all the way to 58,100, and we did go further to the downside. I was also bearish on Bitcoin as the day began. Don't worry, this price is always inflated for whatever reason at a higher rate than it is. I don't know why they do that on this site. So, but it looks cool. You know, that's the key. It looks cool. Take a look at your altcoins today. There's a bit of a slump. Phantom, the only thing holding on with that Sonic news. which is really pretty big news. You know, and the reason why, for me, it gets me excited for the future of cryptocurrency, and we need news like that. That kind of bridges the gap of what's real. And you'd be like, what are you talking about, Sam? What the heck are you saying? Well, Sonic Pioneer's wallet credit scores with no KYC requirements have been reaching 722 millisecond finality. I mean, Sonic Labs introduced credit scores for digital wallets, aiming at an $11 trillion market. I mean, if that doesn't get Phantom some bumpage, even if it's just a bunch of wahoo, it's got speculation behind it that others do not. You know? Shout out to my man, Master Friend with the money printer. Go brrr. My man in the house. Shout out to Ray Cook, cooking it up. Shout out to Lugwood Astrovan. Shout out to Marcus Beckles, one of the smartest men in the game over there. Shout out to Tony C. Shout out to Uzman. Shout out to Pedro Ramos. Crypto Bellico never backing down for me. Shout out to Kent Klein holding it down. Chris P. Bacon, my man. It's been a while. Crypto Value Channel, my man. And who could forget Irish Aries, Matt Stevens, my Irish Aries brother. And my Justin Cashmore. We spent Christmas together. Life for Adam, who comes through every single day. I mean, this is a family. CF on the 99. Dave Roy. Wow, Pickle Rick. I mean, we got the whole crew. Rudy 007 takes his son out all the time. Justin Cashmore, I love you. Jeffrey Stonefer's here, man. Satoshi 11, man. 554 high. Like, we got the whole crew here today. Man. We can hear you in the background. LOL. Amen. Love from Pakistan. Thank you, Shahan. All right, let's get into crypto. But in Boss Crouton, I just still nasty. I just de-shuffle. I just see so many people that I know, man, that have been coming back for years. Ilya, my man, Jamal. Like, it just, oh man, the Monday stream, nothing beats the Monday morning stream. It's really when we get down. Let's see if we can make some gains. Usually, I've been staying away from the market this morning. You know, I didn't say that was going to pump. I actually was bearish, but I said, hey, could you get a breakout? Low stochastics, 15-minute. You kind of went up and down, though. They really, you know, just went boom, boom. So I'm going to attempt to break it down again, see if I see anything differently here in the charts. But it was pretty ugly. Really, I saw this bull flag, which looked like it was kind of retesting, you know. Below the 200 MA is always bearish, you know. It's a no-go. You bearishly retested the 5-minute. And you're kind of toying here with the 200 MA on the 1-minute time frame. Couldn't get back above it. That's my go-to signal. I saw no reason to long, every reason to short, but I don't trade the markets on Monday usually. So I just, you know, did my review and kept it cool. Phantom, the strongest coin we're seeing here, and really kind of just sideways price action on a Monday. Almost a bit of a triple bottom there. 1, 2, 3. I mean, that trend line is holding nicely. You break the trend line, I mean, you would have to think you would come down at least here into here. You know, that's just what would happen, right? The daily breaks the trend line. You would test the next bunch with the high volume node. You lose that, you would go through the gap back to 42,000. It's funny because the other person was saying, you know, and anyway, I'm still open-minded that we could go to 42K and below 50,000. All right. I'd love it if we didn't. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm open-minded that we, you know what I mean? I'm not telling you guys, hey, we're never going below 60K again and all. I wouldn't say that. After years of trading and thinking I knew where price was going and being so wrong so many times and losing a good amount of money doing that, and even just losing small amounts of money, but thinking I had it, just thinking I was the smartest guy in the room, like, you know, life has humbled me many times, and it will still continue to, I'm sure. And it'll humble you as well. And if any industry, any profession, any action you could take in the world, or any hobby you could partake in, whatever you want to call it, that could show you your hand and kick your booty right back into position, it would be trading. I'm serious. And I'm sure it's almost everything in life because you got to be on point, but trading will send you on a whirlwind and put you in position. Like, it'll just set you, like, if you play games with trading, it'll set you straight. You know, like, either you'll end up broke or you'll have a strategy and you'll stick to it, you know. And take it from me, I am profitable this month and I circumvented the waters, but it hasn't been easy. I'll be honest. It's been a challenging month for me. I've taken some losses that I've have to won back immediately. You know, you guys saw me take one of my biggest losses here last week, and I made it back by 2 in the afternoon. I found hope in all, and then I kept telling myself after the loss, I said, Sammy, because for a split second, I was human. I really was, and I got into my head for a split second, maybe a minute or two. And then my mom said, you can't do that. You're the lifer. I said, you got to show these people that you can get back on your feet faster than fast. You may have got pushed off the horse, but you can saddle back up harder and ride that stallion. And I was like, you got to do it for everybody, Sammy. You got to make it happen. So I studied the market. I saw my model again, and I hit it. And I greedily did not get out. When I sold that local top, bang, right? So you can, you will, you are the best. I just want to show you that. And I listen to Jim Rohn, be your best. And if you're your best, you're going to inspire others to be their best. And it's going to change the world. And so you change the world by internally, you know? Everyone thinks they change the world by going out there, but you can change the world by changing yourself. All right? Straight up. Sammy the Stallion Rider, you're hilarious. Shout out to Patata. Shout out to Patata. I like that. I like that name. Patata, God bless you. Thank you for being here, Patata. Are you in the trading group, Patata? Are you? Let me know. I like your style. Meek has put an extended BTC big ticker stick out on the chart. Anyway, I don't know. I have no idea. Max C? I don't know what he's saying. Bless you, brother. Bless you, my friend. Thank you. So the daily looking bearish, overbought on the stochastics RSI. And honestly, like that could be the top of this channel here, and we're headed back to the downside on the daily. Daily looking extra bear city, doesn't it? One good thing about the daily is it's touching the 21-day moving average. All right. So we need to see some love in the smaller time frame. Something has to flip this daily back to the upside, or we're going to be in, you know, getting into some bearishness on the 3-day chart that could easily roll over here. Resistance at 60,005, that we couldn't handle it. That was our lower high, really. Lower high, low, lower high, low. Could be a lower high again. So we really desperately kind of need to hold 57,250 there, right? You see that? And bounce. We lose that level, it's likely we'll hit the bottom of the channel all the way to 51.6. You see? Either you get the bounce that's strong or you get the fall through, right? So I say either we bounce 57,200, you know, or we fall all the way back down to the bottom of this channel somewhere to 51,000, 51.8. Again, BOOKMAP suggests that we fall down to 57,000. We could get a bounce there because that's where the liquidity ends, but you never know. You know, kind of bleeds down, but the big red is 57.4 and then it bleeds down. But BOOKMAP suggests that we go lower today and that we do get a dump to the downside. The daily looks bearish. 12-hour looks bearish. 8-hour looks bearish. All rejected by the 200 MA. 4-hour just lost the 200 MA. Bear sign, right? Last time we had a beautiful short was when I put out that wacky bear flag. Remember? Hold on. It was on the 4-hour. Oh, yeah, right here. This is the epic short I put out. Remember? I don't know if you remember, but boom, right here. And it was using my 200 MA strategy. It said we would get somewhere to 53. I mean, we went to 52.6. And it was saying, hey, put a stop loss on the other side of the 200 MA and let that thing fall. And so you're in this similar predicament here. I'd like to see it not, you know, bounce. But that's a bearish sign. See, the thing is, if you do the same things over and over again, you get rewarded so much that when it doesn't happen, it's okay. So, like, if I short this and it comes back on me, so be it. But it says that I'm likely to win. You get it? And I'm more likely to win this, and it's going to dump to the downside. I see it as a slanted head and shoulder. You see this? Shoulder, head, right shoulder, dump to the downside. Boom, right? And it would go through this gap. And there you have 57, 56.4 even, right? So it tells me that there's more downside coming in. And since I've been saying this, Bitcoin has dropped from 55.2 to 58.150, right? The pursuit of success is hidden in the journey. Yeah. Changed my life just like finding the lifer did. Amen. God bless you. Shout out to Tanner Golf. We love you, man. Thank you for being here. And may God bless you for jumping on in and being a part of the live. I'm working on my intestinal fortitude. Meme coins is the next NFT cycle. Yes and no. I don't think so. Bitcoin was rejected by the MA20 weekly. Thank you. Could we create liquidity so everyone goes short? It takes them out later. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I just look at the probabilities. 4 hour below the 200 MA, bearish. Lose that point of control, bearish. Gap. Wouldn't be surprised if we visited those two levels or took a dump easy. And it looks like we're inside this bigger channel now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the bottom. As a pattern trader, you stay inside the pattern until you don't. So this is telling me that we could also likely just fall to the downside. So that doesn't look good. The 1 hour looks absolutely horrible. Dumping out of the bear flag that I felt it was in earlier. With a leg to the downside here as well. And then that can lose the 200 MA. Look at the stochastics pointing down. I mean, that's bear city. How do you scare a city? Tell them that there's scarcity. That's it, exactly. You're like, what? Exactly. Bit of an Adam and Eve double top hidden inside there, almost. Strange business. Anyway, it looks so ugly and bearish to me. Almost like a right shoulder, a big shoulder. 21-day moving average looking horrible. I'd flag it out if you really want to, like, get crazy with it. That's like your next short. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't that long, like a flag. Yeah, 7 minute wants to roll over too as well. I see it dump down to 57,300. All right. Shout out to Blockchain Bonehead. Thank you for being here. All right. Shout out to Crypto Billy. All right. It's so bearish, it's bullish. You never know. Let's pray for the people in Poland affected by the floods. Moment of silence for those people affected by the floods around the world, and specifically in Czechoslovakia and Poland, man. Man, you know, natural disasters are tough on us. We have to live through them. It's not easy. You know, may God bless all those people. I'm not even gonna, you know, our community got a taste of it during Debbie, but nothing close to like what's actually, you know, what I've seen, pure devastation. But is there some bullishness in the game? I mean, a slight divergence, but this is looking just, I don't know, it looks pretty ugly to me. If anything, I'd have to kind of like flatten it out here. And almost like descending triangle, right? These just love to take a nice dump down too as well. So I see bearishness for Bitcoin to the downside on this Monday morning. I'm sorry to be such a bear. I don't like to be. I'm just a trader that shows you guys where price action's likely going. I woke up this morning, I was bearish to my trading group, right? So, and again, if we have a bullish week, we want Monday to be kind of bearish. That's how the weekly candle will open up and close. Let's go look at a few weekly candles. Like if they come down first and then they dip. So you need to have that first couple days of bearishness, and then you can get the move back to the upside, you know. But yeah, it looks like a descending triangle to me if I had to place it. And they break to the downside 68% of the time. You know, or you could even say it's a falling wedge that wants to dump, and you would take the lane here, and there it goes, right? It just dumped in your face as I said it would. I mean, Sammy the Candle Whisperer. It will do what I say it will do. No, but there you go. I mean, right? And I see more downside coming here as they liquidate the longs. All right. Power of 3 Sammy, have you seen Turbo? They just got listed on KuCoin and Binance. We want the real. I know you want the real. You're crypto lifers. I wouldn't be with you guys if you weren't the real. I only hang out with the real. We make the real. We are the real. Our frequency is the real. Crypto Billy wouldn't hang if it wasn't real. Dude's been, you know, dude's been a servitude to our United States military, man. You know what I mean? He knows what it is to have to run and gun, if you know what I'm saying. And I ain't talking about trading. All right. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Let's see if this can keep paying here to the downside. All right. And I want to have my own trade open so I can focus on you today. All right. This is how it used to be. Remember, I wouldn't be trading. I would just be nailing the call perfectly. Come on, baby. Let's keep milking this puppy. Come on to the downside. All the way where you got to go. First stop is the target here of the back of that descending triangle. And then BOOKMAP never lie. BOOKMAP never lie, though. And we're getting the move to the downside here for BOOKMAP. And that fat red liquidity is about to get eaten up. The bot is kicking in. The bot loves this, starting to mitigate. Let's see where we're going here. Stack McChange in the house. Shout out to Paul Wood. Shout out to Douglas Canal. Ludwig Astrovan. Ludwig Astrovan. I should have known, right? Best live streamer in the house. Shout out to J. Rue. And here we are getting paid to all the way to my target. Come on, 57,729. Come on, baby. Come on. And if you're in the short, you're getting paid. Anybody getting paid right now in the short? You have the guts to short this volatility on a Monday. Let me know. Put a 333 if you're making gains here. All right. And, you know, it's okay. You could be not trading just like me. I usually take Mondays off. But bang, bang, bang. My lifers, I know some of y'all just couldn't help it. And with my track record, it would say, hey, when he says it's going down, it's likely going down. If he says it's going up, it's likely going up, because we're like 90% of the channel. We just keep hitting. And you can see the accuracy has been spot on recently, especially on the day-to-day. I mean, look at that beautiful call. I mean, that's all you need to get paid. You hit that target, you can be done for the day. Hit your trading quota and call it a day. We're already below the 200 MA on the 1 minute. You know that's bearish. And then you follow it off with the bearish descending triangle. Look, it's a descender. And there it goes, man. Right to my target. Like, ooh, go hit it. Come on, show us that you want it. I know you got it. Oh, so close. It's gonna, will it? Ooh, that's close. If that's I mean, I would take the profit here, everyone, but you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. There it hits the target, though. Bang. Yes. Yes. 57,700. The call is complete. Nailed it. And it looks like we're going to go lower to the next bigger target we got drawn there at 57.5. And then the bottom of the channel is waiting at 57.3. All right. The charts told you exactly what was going to happen. All I did was tell you and read the charts well and properly. It's up to you to see it the way I see it. And again, I have years of doing this, but you're welcome, and may God bless you. All right. What happens once we get a 50 basis point cut? I mean, we might see some explosive moves. Sad thing is that we could see stagflation. And what will happen there is, see, the markets right now believe that something can give it some hope. And so we get movement when they play around with the market. But there's going to be a time when they start playing around with the market and the inflation doesn't budge at all. And then everyone's going to be like, well, what now? And they're going to realize that they've lost the handle of a horse. And I think that's going to be when the cards start to really fall. And we're not that far away. And I'm not trying to be, you know, just trying to let you know. So just, you know, I would enjoy this next year here of pumpage because 2026 may give us some pain. All right. And just something to think about and keep on the radar. All right. Nice dumpage for Bitcoin. Just called here, really, right before it dumped. We called it right there, drew the line, said, I see a dump coming. I said the descending triangle breaks down 60% of the time. So that would be a beautiful short, and it was, right? So, and again, I had no idea where Bitcoin was going to go today when I woke up. I had no bias. I was going to wake up with an open mind. You know, a lot of people open up because they're already in a trade, and they're like, it has to go the way that, just because, like, I can't lose this trade, you know? And what happens is, they can't see the market anymore because all they can see is their greed and whatever they have to have happen in that trade for it to go right. That's not going to get you where you need to go. All right. That's going to cause a lot of pain and anguish while you're trading. And that's being a know-it-all too in life. Like, being a know-it-all ain't worth it. Every day I show up to a channel full of thousands of people and say I've known nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. All right. No reason to be a know-it-all. All right. You see what I mean? It's okay to say you don't know. A matter of fact, that's how you'll end up knowing the most. Interesting, right? Those who say don't know. Those who know don't say, right? The old saying goes. 57,500 coming for Bitcoin. Likely scenario here. 15-minute. 1 hour lost is losing the 200 MA. That's a bearish sign for more pain. 4 hour also below the 200 MA with the rejection. I even just said you could open up a short with a stop right there. Boom. You'd be so paid right now. Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Can you check Sui? Good short. I mean, everything's going to follow the Bitcoin to the downside, possibly except for gold. Gold is strong. Look at the 777's flashing, but gold is strong right now. I like what I'm seeing here for gold. Looking to continue to push up. I mean, it's in all-time highs. It's in price discovery, so there's really no resistance for it. Only support. And, you know, there's a measured move. It says that gold could continue to climb. They continue to print this money, right? And look at the DXY dumping with Bitcoin. Something that you never suggested should be happening. But the beautiful bear flag here for for the DXY. And then I see this thing continuing. We drew this on our macro video talking about how we should see a dump. All right. Thank you, Sammy, in the games. Ray Cook, God bless you, man. Yeah. The chart's going to show pain all around. Also, Casper having an issue yesterday again. Open up your Casper wallet and you're going to get some type of alert or error telling you, you know, and I got all the nacho and all that, but maybe it's back on. But when I opened it last, it said, like, don't do anything. Just wait and all this craziness, you know. You think anything in stochastics RSI cross with a 2-month time frame? I mean, that's pretty bearish, right? But it like has never happened. You don't get a lot of information on it. Let me look at it. I'd have to look at it on the all-time history index. I mean, that is pretty bearish. I got to give it to you. Doesn't look amazing. I mean, is there a chance that we go into a heavy recession, all markets recede, and we never have a bull run? Yeah, I'm open-minded to that. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. It's possible. You know what I mean? So here you have like this overbought stochastics RSI on the 1 hour time frame. So I see bearishness. When I see bearishness like this, the trend now for the day is to the downside. That's obvious. So now it tells me that if I short the market, I'm more likely to get paid. So it's just like when we were running longs, right? And then I know there's also a lot more going on on the other side, right? meaning like the 1 hour and bigger time frames are starting to lose their key supports too, and the 200 MAs. So it tells me, hey, now a little late on the short for sure. But everything's pointing for a little more downside here on the day. And again, you wait for the 21 to interact with price action. And I would be trading a flag, right? I said I wouldn't trade Mondays, so I'm attempting to keep my, my word on that. I always say that, and then I end up trading anyway, right? What if it be great false move Monday and they flip this all the way back to the upside? The bullish divergence isn't too strong. But we are, the 21 is away for the 200, which is, it starts to stretch you a little bit. I just set up the trade. I'm not saying I'm taking it. I just like to take a gander. Imagine that. You win both ways. That would be awesome, right? So that's an $88 for $481. I mean, it's a great risk-reward ratio, right? So I'll keep that on ice. I'm not saying I'm going to jump on in. I'll watch it. Price action may get a bit of a pump here. But you want to see this touch the 21-day moving average. That's what we're looking for. This white line right here. That's my go-to for a catalyst for the break-up, break-down scenario. Take a look at that fear and greed index. Think we would get some fear going here. Back to 39. I'd be surprised we are 28, but there you go. Love the streams, brother. God, good vibes all around. Shout out to Gray Viking. We love you, man. Thank you so much. And apologize for the weekend here. I won't even mention it, but if you know. I just like keeping it onto the chats. Shout out to I Trust Capital, the greatest place to buy and sell crypto, gold, and silver in your IRA. As you can see, there's a banner there. They sponsor the channel. God bless I Trust Capital. Thank you so much for being a sponsor of the channel. And hit the QR code. Find out more about how to get your retirement cooking with Bitcoin, baby. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with I Trust Capital. So yeah, I mean, there it is, right? Hit the 21. Risk $80. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You lose $80, Sammy. Don't live in fear, right? Would have sworn it opened. There we go. So I took the short. I may get hit off. I'm very, very risky here. I'm like right next to price action. Extremely risky. How am I already down? That's kind of whack. That doesn't happen to me usually. They limited me in at some garbage, or I guess I got in on the wick tap. On the tap easy there. Usually when we tap or get close to the 21, that would be the snap. I shouldn't be trading Mondays. I'm breaking my rules again. But I'm seeing high probabilities of a move down, so I'm like, why would I watch a high probability move and then miss it in front of the world when I know the high probability, right? So I'm just attempting to attempt. I'll walk out with my tail between my legs with 80 beans down. It's okay. Or I come up with, up $481. I mean, that would be a great take for the day. Pay the bills, man. Turbo looking good. Yeah. Yeah, there we go, man. Now we're cooking. We flipped that thing. We'll see what happens. Ooh, now they're trying to bounce it a higher low there. Stochastics say no, but we'll see. Very interesting. That was strange. I didn't expect that. I expected that to just kind of fall and to win the trade 3 minutes from now. Nice and simple. Well, it's a $45,000 trade, $2,200. 20x in the short. Oh, I forgot my short was less from the 33. I always forget that. That's why less money, less lev, you know. The battle here for Bitcoin, 11 seconds on this candle to close. Close pretty strong, bullish engulfing technically, right? Which means the next candle should be bullish and kick me out the trade. Yes. Yes. It closed right below that at the last second. At the last second. Some strength to the bears with the wick. Come on, just hurry up and dump like you're supposed to. You're below all the MAs and it's a nasty day and you got to do what you got to do, you know, and the charts convey what the charts convey. And don't make me look foolish today, you know, just kind of do what you're supposed to do and I can get paid in front of everyone. We can have a nice little stream. I can look smart and we can all kind of have a nice day here, right? That's what we're asking for. That's not too much to ask for, right? You know, don't make me look stupid. Make me look nice and smart. Just come on down. Do what you're supposed to do. I can't watch anymore. I can't take the suspense. I can't take the pain. I can't take it. I can't watch it live. Putting myself on the jogging block every single day here. That candle wants to just... That's the throwdown candle that wants to just... That's a bear flag if I've ever seen one. Looking all choppy. You get some, no, it's a cup and handle money printer. Possibly. I'm open-minded, but it's so bearish on the bigger time frames. We got a lot of, you know, momentum on top of us, pushing us to the downside. Come on, baby. Let me win this, baby. Come on, show us how to win. And look, I mean, we put the stop right there. There'd be an epic win here. Come on, feed the need. That's got to be a flush out. We break this low. We're good. $33 of the trade. 1%. 133. After the 33. Now back to 33. This is only going to take a few minutes and then we can get back to the rest of the stream. So don't worry. Right? Up $62 of the trade. Let's go, baby. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. My feet are hurting. I need some prosthetic, you know, not prosthetic, but those like, I shouldn't say that. I don't mean to be rude. Sorry, as a miss, but I don't want to jinx myself. Jeez. I need, you know, those old people shoes, whatever they call them. You know what I mean? Send it, baby. Send it. Can someone just put in a big short with like a couple bill and just end the suspense for me so we can get this show on the road here? What goes up must come down. What goes down must come down again and again. And again. All right. I might shave risk down here to the top of the candles. Boom, they can hit me in 2 seconds. I've seen it happen. We're trading the 1 minute. It's treacherous business here. Up 41 bucks, 50 bucks. Let's go. Let's go. Send it to the downside, Sammy. Bo Whammy. Can we print it? Yes, we can. 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 Who can print it? You know I can. Can we print it? Yes, we can. Can we print it? I mean, that would be a good take. I've been in the trade 5 minutes. Stop loss to break even. Now I can't lose the trade. I slid in there like swimwear. Ready to rock to the downside. Let's complete the journey here. No double bottoms, please. Not today. All right. I know you want them, but not today. Let's continue further to the downside here on the short here. Let's print this gain. Let's flood this market. And Sammy does it again, printing yet again. The first trade hits you. The second trade, you are in the money. No complaints here on the move. I like to take 100 every time. Do that 5-6 times a day. If they reverse me, oh no. They made a lower low though. They kind of double bottomed on the wick. Lack of strength on the bulls here. Where's the liquidity? Where's my book map? There's still more liquidity to the downside, but they ate a lot through it. Really nothing above us to take us up. It's all around here, and it's all further down. fighting 57,650 here on the move. Getting a big bounce back up, though, taking away all my gains. The emotional struggle of the ups and downs. The key is, hey, get stopped out of break even and walk away. Learn to fight another day. It's okay. Or take the 48, flash close it and walk away. I mean, there's so many different ways. I can have close up here too and get it ready. Looks like that might be a pot. I don't know, man. It's a battle right now. Trading Mondays will give you gray hair for sure. Oh, they're going to get me. They're going to get me for sure on the reverse. Some good, kind of a good bullish divvy there if you see it. And I wanted the 500. Could have taken the 120. Usually I do, right? And it looks like they're going to tap me out there. Like $4, $5. I usually take the gain in front of everyone so I can call it a gain. But hey, it's Monday, man. I got in and out without losing my short. I'll be happy with that, actually. You know. And I mean, this could bounce the other way. Now, I will not long unless the 1 minute breaks the 200 MA. Even if they want to fly this thing all the way back to the upside off the bullish divvy. Is some good bullish divergence. All right. We'll see, man. I'm still not really feeling this. Still could end up being a bit of a bear flag here. I still got some vibes, some bear flag vibes. Maybe even a descender, like, we'll see. Made a lower low, which is strange, really not money printer style. You know. But it is bullish, it's the bullish divergence. So but now you're going to have a resistance at 57.8, all right? 57,800, all right? Just take the next couple days off, Sam. You deserve it. Byron Miller, why? Why would I take the next couple days off? Too many shorts now bounce to take them out and ride it up. Yeah. I mean, that looks so bearish to me. It really does. Always that would be 56,909. $57,822 would be the store. I mean, that looks so bearish to me. I'm telling you, doesn't look good. Basically, chop on a Monday, and we got the Fed meeting coming. Let's kind of go over the week ahead for you, like we did last night. But for all the new people jumping on into the channel here today. And shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate the 1,871 beautiful souls here. 439 likes, $8 in chat revenue. I had no idea we had that many people here. I did not check the viewership at the moment. I was so in tune. That's probably why the viewership is so high. We're so focused, man. We don't even notice it. We just keep pushing. But the core CPI in Canada, that might throw you on the Forex a little bit. But, you know, whatever. We have core retail sales month over month. And retail sale, though, Tuesday morning, tomorrow at 8:30. All right. You know, just something that might nudge the market slightly. But then, of course, the Fed meeting. And we're going to have the rate cut, which, you know, the forecast, previous 5.5, the forecast is 5.25, but it could be 50%, not 25. So we'll see if it's a bigger cut than believed. But it looks like it may be. It looks like it may be. So only time will tell. I'm going to bet that it's going to be a bigger hike than people think. The reason I think that is because if they do a smaller hike and they still get inflation, they're going to be like, oh, now we have to wait again. I think they like to give it a big push first here to see what happens And I think it'll also be unexpected. The market wouldn't have that baked in yet. And so that could actually create a catalyst for some risk on assets to pump too. But, you know, yes, I still see this as pretty bearish for Bitcoin. And again, let's see here. Risk the 89 for the 333. What am I doing wrong there that I don't see? There we go. Yeah, they doubled me up. So hold on. They doubled the trade up, limited me in. It's weird, man. Today's my internet has been funny. Something weird happened to BOOKMAP this morning. It did. And then my wireless lights didn't hook up at the right moment, you know? I don't know what was happening. Something weird was going on, you know? So, right. So let's see here. I'm back to the short again here. It's just not looking good. I mean, that's a double top. It just looks bearish. I don't see an amazing move for the bulls here, and I could be wrong, but it's not like, you know, we watch reversals all the time, and this doesn't look what we normally see on the reverse side. So to me, the likelihood of a dump side is more likely. I had a weird way of trading and selling when there's bad. That's what I love about XC. You can visually plan your trade and see what the TB is. You can, yeah. Shout out to my dog, the Life of Draco. We love you, man. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Crypto King in the house. Shout out to Yazir Doink Asura. I don't know what that means, but shout out to Pete Caducci. I don't even know what some of these things say, so I want to be careful when I'm saying them. I'm like, am I saying something in another language? You know what I mean? Like, anyway, now we're down. See, I may just sell half because that wasn't the risk I originally wanted to have, right? So I might just close half the short. And a better way to close is up here. It happens better. Well, see, if it goes in my favor, I guess I'll let it rock, right? You know. But I was a little high on risk. Well, let's see, man. We can close this deal here and get paid. So we went after the first trade. I got stopped out of break even. Going after our next trade now here, seeing if we can get this kind of descending triangle vibe to dump again to the downside. Flip that upside down, you know, it looks similar to an ascending triangle. Looks like it's going to be, that's a beautiful move. You know, we would long that for sure. So if you can long, you can short. If you can short, you can long. Little proverb that I made up there, right? If you can talk, you can sing. If you can walk, you can dance. African proverb, similar idea there, right? And, you know, shout out to Talib Kweli. I learned that from the album Reflection Eternal. Long with a glass. Oh my gosh. Yeah. How do you flip the screen like that? Apple I, Alt I on a PC. I think Option I on a Macintosh Apple computer made by Steve Wozniak. 33333 again, strikes at the 1333. The break of 57.6 would be a nice fall to 57.5. Psychological break of that would give us the move to 56.9. We've got the liquidity all the way right there to 57,000, 56,950. BOOKMAP suggests a dump can come. We just got to get the follow through here to the downside. That's a descending triangle. Everything kind of looking my way here to the downside. I don't usually trade Mondays, but I'll take the probability if it's in my favor. And we've been battling the 1 minute. My apologies here for the last 40 minutes. I hope it's keeping you riveted, though. We got 1,800 people here. They seem to like this. Put a thumbs up in a 333 if you like the live trading here on the 1 minute. It seems to get you guys going. Seems to keep you guys on your seats here. And we do it every single, as many days as we can a week. constantly. All right. Wouldn't that be great if that just red candle just dumped all the way to the downside like the last one we had? Shout out to anyone that took that last short. You are so paid right now. All right. Let's get some thumbs up emojis. We got a thumb up emoji. We got some fun emojis out here. I love y'all. Look at all those 333s in the chat. Chat is blowing up. Chat rate is out of control. You people are amazing. We're going to start a poll here. All right. 73K. 43K. All right. Which is first? You know? Which is first here? We're going to start a poll. 73K or 43K. We got that breakdown. Like we said, it get violent. Back up in the green again here. See, I had taken the last trade, 2 trades in a row. You'd already be up like 160. See? Bang, bang, bang. I'm all about the little gains add up over time. Like if I took this in the last one, 180. That's how I look at it in my mind. I'm like, don't be a big shot, Sammy. I always want to show off. I want the $500 wins, you know, the $1,000 wins in front of everyone. But, you know, they add up over time, just the little ones. Just the little ones. Now we're getting some type of, you know, it's like trying to battle this area. Trying to show support. If you're getting paid, hit that like button. Yeah. And we're going to see what this poll says at the end of the stream. A lot of people are already voting in. It's about 56-44. It's split both ways here on the stream. The battle continues at 57.5. I think the highest the trade was up is about 56-60 bucks at one point here, this specific trade. All right. So I got 2 stops there. 2 trades cooking technically. On the Levy Lev. I want to jump back out and look at some other things and do some stuff with the super chats and take a look. Always like these trades. I get wrapped up in these 1-minute trades. The pursuit, the success is hidden in the journey. Thank you for saying that, Tanner Golf. We love you. Dexter Yeager. I got to read that. Baby Doge, how is it? Have a good day. Just a question. Baby Doge. Interesting. Do you mean Baby Pepe or do you mean Baby Doge? Interesting. You definitely mean Baby Doge, huh? Holiday in Mexico today. I'm in it to win it. Thank you. Shout out to Chino Diaz, man, for being here. Getting the bounce. We're losing it. We're losing the sauce. Remember, I only want to lose 80 bucks, so I'm moving 1 stop loss right there because I just wanted to get hit if we lose. The other one I'll maintain. Isn't that amazing if it doesn't hit me, though? I'm like, go for it. I got the point of control over there. That'd be amazing. I didn't get hit. I really wanted to get the stop loss taken out. I put it right there next to the POC. You see it? My dotted line is the stop. Because that way I could only lose like $80. I don't want to lose 180 bucks, 160 bucks after fees or something. You know? That curve is vicious on the Stokes right there. It's attempting like a liquidation. The battle is hard and tough, but will be won by the men who stay steadfast and strong. By the power invested in this trade, I will stay in it. Wow, what a battle here, though. Like 5 minutes of my life just taken. And again, it's fun to watch, but if I were, you know, maybe, you know, my wife would probably say, hey, can you help me empty the dishwasher? And I'd have to walk out of the room and do those things, right? I do things of that nature, all right? I clean toilets occasionally, all right? I do. I'm not ashamed to admit it, okay? All right, keep my house ship shape. On any given moment, you can catch me scrubbing the floor, washing the wall, or being like, what is that, Mark? Right? I'm definitely an old man in my house. Okay. Moving forward, let's take a look at total 3. you know, because it started to look like alt season was upon us. Is something changing? You know, is that not the case? I mean, this still looks pretty good. What would really tell me to change my tune is if we were to come down and really lose this. Could be a shoulder head and a right shoulder, and then we could just boom. If we come down here, I mean, that's going to ruin this pattern. Exit out, and it really X's out the bigger idea. So I really don't want to see us lose $506 billion. That would be a problemo, right? So looks like I may get that first one stopped out. No, not, you know, they just won't do it. So now you've been range bound for like for 10 minutes straight inside a tiny $40-$30 radius. I mean, that's insane on a Monday, right? That they're driving the entire marketing insane right now. Everyone's like, which way are you going to go, Bitcoin? You're just going to milk us all. And they're just waiting for enough to get on either side before they take them out. All right, that first stop got taken out. I'm being smart that way. I mean, that looks like it's going to round its way back out. It's kind of an Adam and Eve double bottom. You see it? We had so much time to get that dump to happen. It did not. Kind of sad. Like, come on. This one I ride till I either get stopped out or I don't, but we'll see. But I think it was smart to de-risk there on a Monday. I don't have to be so greedy, and it's less likely I'm going to win. I mean, that looks like a triple bottom now that's going to break up to the 200 MA. Right back through the gap of the, you know. Interesting times, right? Man, that dump was supposed to come down. Can't take it when the market doesn't do what it's supposed to do. That's a beautiful descending triangle. But it did show some strong support at 57.5 for Bitcoin. So for whatever, you know, that's an area of, you know, contention. So you're really between 58.5 now and 57.5. You're kind of range bound, right? Maybe it makes a bigger descender. You never know. It could. Look, it's an Adam and Eve double bottom that wants to make that measured move. Interesting. Measured move takes it right to 57,948. See, that's why the 1 minute's fun to find patterns on, because they happen immediately. Like, you can track them, like you can kind of do what I'm doing here. It's a really good way to practice on the 1 minute, because you're like, oh, there's an Adam and Eve, like kind of as a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder in a way. Inverted head and shoulder there. Some signs of a reversal are put in now, you know. So what was the false move? I mean, they pumped it up a little bit, pumped it down, made it look like a bearish flag, try to flip it back up again. Looks like they may take me out. Well, it looks like I'm going to take it out. I just try to shave off some of the risk, because I'm like, well, I give them 80 if I'm already going to take it, lose it. So I'll give them 60, you know, or 70. And you have to have a core idea of what you want to do. Like right now, this descending triangle didn't, like, it was not supposed to do this. This is not in the cards. And honestly, most of the time, this thing just takes a beautiful dump down. I'm surprised. I'm like sitting here in a little kind of a state of shock. I'm like, so you didn't do what you were supposed to do, huh? You tried to throw the curveball on me. And then I tell myself, well, you are trading Mondays. And, you know, and you broke your rules. So there you go. That's what you get, Sammy. Still haven't lost the trade yet. We'll find out, but it's likely I will. But wow, man, price action is just so whack. So total 3 is still okay, but I do see some danger. All right. ES1 you think would be pumping with the dollar dumping. It could only be bullish for the market, right? Why would the S&P be dumping? I mean, it's showing some signs of red there. It's a little, you know, but so far so good. I mean, I like what I'm seeing on the S&P. Bullish, and it's really just kind of sideways. A little bit of a dump there. It is a little far away from the 21-day moving average. I mean, the 200 and the 21 are too far away there. Meaning we might get a pullback. Even if we come up one more time and then come back to the bottom of the pattern, that's a bullish sign for me and the overall bigger picture here. And I'm sticking to the fact that that was the long right there, and you're still in the game there from that macro technical analysis video on that S&P. All right. So I may have been stopped out by now. No, wow, 57.8 has been hit though. So our low was 57.5. We were bouncing back up to 57.8. Bit of a triple bottom, has stopped the bleeding. And, you know, do we have a big enough divergence here too to pump us back to the 200 MA on the 1 minute? Which would give me a reversal signal back to the upside. Nice gap of the VRVB suggests we will pump quickly to 58,100, 58.2. They said, Sam, why aren't you flipping to take the trade? I don't know. I mean, I'm not. Then I feel like I'm chasing all over the board. You know what I mean? So, probability that I had was looked likely, did not play out. Doesn't mean you don't want to like, oh yeah, well I'll take the next one and the next one and the next one, and it just doesn't. I don't do it like that, you know. And you can take it from me. Mondays are treacherous, even for me, like up and down. I mean, best thing to do though, losing the 200 MA on the 1 minute short, right? And then get paid on that short. And then I called the beautiful short here, which played out beautifully. All right, and that's kind of was the money maker. I mean, that was one of the nicest shorts I've ever called. All right, of course, I didn't get to take it. I didn't take it, but it is what it is. Then I jumped late, trying to catch another one, and didn't get it. You know? It is what it is. However, didn't lose a lot. Still above 19K on the portfolio. Still doing well. Still making our moves. Still pushing further to the upside. Yeah, so you can see the gap close now to the 200 MA. Very likely sign. Doesn't mean anything's gonna happen for sure, but very likely you'll get a gap here. All right. So there you have it. Is it just a little correction so we get pulled back to why would Bitcoin dump with a lot of good news? Honestly, anything could happen. You sound like someone who's reading the news a little bit. You know. Yeah. Someone is buying on Coinbase. Anyway, yeah. 19 for months now. Yeah. You've been at 18, some 19K for some. That's a weirdo. I went all the way up to 25,000, 22,000 numerous times and took the money out. Yeah. I did it on the live stream and then asked what coin I should put it in. And the other account also is a 0.3 Bitcoin account. Like, there's already a 0.7 Bitcoin. I don't even. Anyway, I'm done. I gotta stop reading this nonsense. Sam, you got an invite, says optional, but I want to use it if you have one. Yeah, I do, man. If you have it, let me find it for you. Thank you for asking. I believe it'll come up here. Here you go. This should work for you. That right there should work for you there, I believe. All right. Thank you. Is it possible there's double a huge US buy? You guys look too much into like what is possible. Is this the news? And I don't do that. You guys are, you know, some people, the questions you're asking are showing me you're not paying attention to the charts. Focus on the charts, man. You know, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. You know, over and over and over and over again, to the point of no control. No, you know, to the point of just, you'll see it happen, you know, unending. And just something that you're gonna have to know happens over and over again is the way the market works. All right. And if you start kind of reading the news and getting all speculative and is this why this happened? Do you think we'll bounce after that? I mean, it's just, to me, it's a waste of your time. You know, you're better off learning divergences, learning about the VRVP, figuring out why moving averages, you know, all that other stuff is taking you away from your education and wasting your time personally. And I don't mean to be rude. I'm just telling you the facts here. All right. Sammy, is it possible that all this doubtful was just a huge buying pressure? No. News is just entertaining. Amen. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, at the beginning of the stream, I just want to let everyone know it was a complete joke, right? I was supposed to come out with a little doll, but I forgot because my light stopped working. But I was supposed to come out with a doll and be yelling at the doll, but I forgot. So I just want, yeah. Sammy, you think it'll go to 58? Hey Sammy, how's your bots doing? The bot's doing great. The bot's doing really good. Yeah. Full moon coming actually tomorrow night too as well. You know, and tonight, one of my favorite nights to trade. So you had a lot of people in shock. So funny, I know, right? You think I would really do that online? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? And you would hear the other person, wouldn't you? Didn't you notice how you didn't hear anyone else? Sounded like I was talking to myself. Yeah. Drink the Kool-Aid, bro, and make the homework. Amen. Exactly, yeah. We're making a right shoulder on the 1 hour with that 1 hour bullish div. I want more information, but I like to see a bounce. If the 1 hour gets back above the 200 MA, we can hang. You know, that's a bullish sign. Nasty little dump to the downside, and then in the last hour, we took that beat down. Too much. I just gotta kind of look at it. So look, I mean, you gotta put the password to the Wi-Fi. Did you do it though? How did you have it written down? You can get it out of your phone, I think, once you have it. All right. Sorry. So, I mean, this could be a falling wedge. I mean, it's pretty ugly. I mean, you might see this, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder out of this, you know, and eventually makes a symmetrical triangle, though. Like, I don't know. I'm not too bullish on this setup. It doesn't look amazing, I'll be honest. And there's far more liquidity further to the downside. All right. So we'll see. I'd watch a flag. The 15-minute would be my go-to here. See if it just flags out on the 15 and continues further down. But until Fed Day, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a slow bleed sideways, you know, as we find our way. Market structure is really garbage today, though. We've had way cleaner, like, movements. This is a mess. I look for the 50-minute to come further to the upside. 1 hour getting, the 1 minute getting closer and closer, you know, to that 200 MA, which would be a reversal sign, possibly. All right. And anything could have happened. A lot of people talk ish after I lose. Oh, you should have. That easily could have dumped to the downside and won. And actually, I was in the gain at one point. So you could say whatever you like. And I did a really good job of taking risk off the table and managing it, so I lost very minimal. Like, and that's the key. And there was still chances of making $500 to $600. See, every time I get in, the risk is minimal compared to the win that I'm going for. You know what I mean? And that's that. And then perfecting that over and over again, and always kind of pushing away the greed and staying. You know. Shout out to the channel sponsor, Decrypted.tax. You gotta love them. Streamline your crypto and DeFi taxes with their cutting-edge software. Open up get a free consultation today. I don't see why you wouldn't. Even just get some information, ask some questions, and get yourself going at Decrypted.tax. Can't beat them. I think they're the best in the game. Shout out to Ernest, the head over there at Decrypted.tax. Beautiful sponsor. They do sponsor the channel as well. All right. But I would only work with companies that I really truly believe and respect. Shout out to Decrypted.tax. So yeah, look at that little flag on the 1 minute getting busy now. And it's a wacky Monday as usual. That was crazy. It's like triple bottom structure. Kind of money printer-esque right there in a way. I see more of just sideways price action. I think it's unlikely it's going to pump that fast and that hard, but you never know. Today it looks unlikely. It's pretty. Look how weird it is. I mean, it's like Like, I've almost never seen this type of stuff. It looks like a crab or something. I don't know. I guess you would say shoulder. It's an inverted head and shoulder, though. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Whenever I get bunched up moving averages and a bounce off the bottom, I expect to pump to the 200 MA. Most likely. All right. So it's likely going to happen. But is it going to happen every time? No. You know what I mean? So gold looking interesting. And let's look at that Euro USD trade that I was talking about not too long ago and see what's happening. I see, the thing is, I've been inside other templates, which hasn't been good. I don't know. So I don't like other layouts. They get like caught up. You get caught up in different layouts, and then what you did in one layout isn't in another layout. Trying to find that idea that I put out on Euro. See, there it is. See, like it bounced above the 200 MA there. We talked about this thing making a gain. See. And I gave this cup and handle. Look at that thing pumped hard. Pumped so hard. There it is, man. Boom. To the upside. And I see it continuing on a bit of a tear here. Out this flag. If you're a Forex trader, there's pips on the Euro USD trade. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. You have to figure out what you want and get that data. All right. So there we go, back to 58,000. It'll be great to get back above 58K. You can see some local resistance here at 58,107. And that could have been the false move Monday too, the dump and the pump back up, but we'll see. We'll see. I still don't truly buy it, but we'll see. Still way more liquidity to the downside on BOOKMAP to 57,000. So I would be careful on a Monday. All right. What is the best stop loss percentage? It's really up to you. That's something you have to work on over time. Yeah. Shout out to Joven J, man. God bless you. Yeah. Shout out to Clara Sierra Dixon. Yeah, we love you. Bitcoin not doing anything. If the stock market's not sure, we live in a crazy town. Play it up or down and don't be a trader. I mean, we're looking at things now in September, and you just can't wait for September to end. You know, wake me up when September ends is a very stock trading idea. You know, even it's Green Day said it, but very stock market-esque. And so really not a great day to trade altcoins, right? A little bit of bump in the last hour, but nothing crazy. CKB Nervos has been getting a bit of a pump, but I don't chase that. Sats, you know, a little bit of love there, not coin, but nothing really crazy. You know, Phantom had a little bit of love too the last couple days. Let's take a look at Phantom and see how Phantom's doing. Big news for Phantom, as we talked about earlier. I would write that news down, or just, you know, definitely something you would like to remember. It's pretty monumental. So I looked at Phantom in this bigger picture here, and I was looking on a really bigger time frame, right? But looking like the daily could break out inside an inverted head and shoulders. So far up barely, you know. And from that original call, we called up nice too. But, you know, it could just end up making a symmetrical. And the market is in some tough times. You know, we're in the middle here, right? Like, is Bitcoin going to get out of the doldrums or suck us further down again? I'm not really fully convinced that we're out of the doom and gloom. And, you know, again, yeah, historically, October's been amazing. Like, we could go by all that stuff, but that's drinking Kool-Aid a little bit. I'm going to do one day, one step, one candle at a time and find out exactly where we're going by the candles, right? So yesterday, you know, another attempt on Trump's life, right? So, which is crazy. NASA issues an alert for a stadium-sized asteroid approaching Earth tomorrow, set to make a close approach to Earth on Tuesday, and will come within 100 million kilometers of Earth. Made its last pass in 2013 and will make another in 2035. We'll get closer and closer and get sucked in and eventually kablooey, right? All right. I don't want to get rich quickly. I want to get rich for sure. Buy spot. I like that. You know. Yes, you do hate America by proxy. Yeah. Hey, Sammy, just want to say thank you, man. Thank you for your life advice. Please shout me out. Let me see here. Please shout me out. I need recognition. Feeling down today. Shout out to Rayan Dalal. We love you, man. We got you, man. Don't worry. Life is by your side, and we're by your side. And I appreciate you for jumping on in. I hope that recognition makes you feel good. But know that you don't even need that recognition. You can feel good all on your own. You're a beautiful person who was made by God, and you have opportunity in your life, and that makes you special, man, and amazing. And there will be never a person like you. You're truly unique to you. So that's another thing to think about. All right. So I wasn't perfect, but the first trade went well. Second trade went somewhat sideways. And, you know, but hopefully you didn't over leverage on either one. You know what I mean? So nothing comes to earth and nothing can leave. Meteors always happen when they hide something. You're funny. Hey, Sam, what are you going to show the results of the bot? I'm seriously interested in the bot. Thank you, sir. Not for a while, man. Yeah, whenever I'm really, truly ready. Yeah. When the results make sense to show. Yeah. When the market explains itself properly. Yeah. The bot will too. That's like rising wedge vibes, right? But so now you got this, which would either break down or break up parabolically. More likely to break to the bottom of the pattern. Just showing you what it could do. Arrow 8. Shout out to Nick Ellegard. We love you. We appreciate you, man. You got a cool name. Let's take a look at Aerodrome Finance here on Coinbase. And so Aero got above that little resistance and is attempting to bounce off 60. I don't love those stochastics. They say major dump coming. But we seem to be holding outside of the bigger flat, you know, this bigger falling wedge and, you know, holding support. But if we break back inside the wedge, so if you see price action break back inside, we're going to dump back to the bottom here and likely come somewhere close to 42. Back to that, you know, where we bottomed recently. It is starting to make what looks to me like a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom, though. That could really start to recover here to the upside. I hold Aerodrome just so everybody knows. All right. Yeah. So could this rising wedge break to the upside, crack the 200 MA, and then really continue on its way to the upside? Back to the basically liquidity here at 58.5, where we would have resistance again, because that's been the area that we basically get above, we hold, we fall, you know. 58,500 psychological support of resistance. Definitely a key level you want to pay attention to on most of these ideas, you know. Where am I trading? I'm live trading on MEXC. If you want to jump into MEXC, you can hit the link below to find out more. If you have problems at MEXC, it doesn't work for you, go on over to Weeks. Weeks will give you an exclusive airdrop here for the next 4 days through my exclusive Crypto Lifer link. 45 users who deposit 500 USD and trade at least 100,000 USD within the event period will receive $200 in futures bonus. All right, so jump on in today if you're one of those lucky people. And that's done in 4 days, an exclusive airdrop for everybody here on the channel. All right. Anyone recall the technical analysis Sammy did about this stock? He said it was extremely bullish. Want to check it out. Do you hold any drift? I seen it made a nice runoff. I do not. I wasn't really in the mood at that time to really start adding to new coins. All right. Nice little pump there on Bybit too, though, from 24 all the way up to 72 cents. I mean, that ain't too shabby. All the way from August to the beginning of August, it's gone on a massive tear. You know, I'd look for drift to maybe come back to the 200 MA on the daily, the 21 SMA there, or even here like on the 8 hour. Find its way to about 1 or 2 of these support regions. It does look bullish to me, though. Lower volume, higher risk, you know. I was DCing into ONDO, really. And everyone says coins are about to rip, everything's about to go, this is it. I mean, yes, possibly, and it looked like it's such, but honestly, I go by the charts, and the charts don't look amazing. I have to be honest to everybody. They just don't look amazing. Like, the charts will show you get a higher low, you'll get some bull div, and everything will start to kind of go your way. I haven't seen that. In a few coins, I've seen that. Like Aave, you know, revisited some injective. There's a few coins that showed signs of life, but not every coin. Specifically, ONDO had that nice pump off of 55, right? Back to 65. But now it looks like it's in a bear flag on the daily that's about to do damage all the way back to the bottom of the pattern. Like, I see ONDO taking a dump back to 45. That's what I see happening for ONDO. So, what are you guys asking about? Yeah, the man's channel is literally called Crypto Lifer. No, we go over everything, man. No worries. It's okay, Marcus. We go over all different type of stuff. And sometimes we do cover a stock occasionally. And again, we don't give financial advice for any reason. I don't want to make that really clear. But we go over it, you know. I'm a nice guy. Whatever people kind of want to discuss, we can discuss, right? As long as it's not crazy. Like when we, like Staples or Verizon, you know what I mean? So, what coins took less of a hit on this dump for Bitcoin? Cool way to do that is just to look at the 24-hour up, the last hour, and see what's up. You know, Aave, again, as I talked about, continues to bulldoze at 141. Amazing. And then FET, which is artificial super intelligence. So we got to get our coins to, you know, FET, I guess you'll change over, but the other coins you got to change over. I guess you could just sell them and buy FET if you really want at the end of the day, right? Kind of the same idea. Render getting a little bit of a bounce here in the last 24 hour, in the last hour. Nothing crazy though. Injective, ONDO. And you know, one coin that's on my radar that I want to talk about is Near Protocol. I haven't looked at it in a while. I got in at 1, sold it at like 6 or 7, like 7, around $7. And I like it. I haven't, you know, and I think a lot of times of, hey, I'd like to get back into Near again. And it's a good project. There's numbers to be had, but see, it looks like everything else. See, everything was looking promising. A couple days ago, we had that higher low, and I was like, man, and we looked like we were gonna break out. And now we all got that rejection in the red, and it's just, do we make a lower low now? You know, where's price actually going? And it's crazy what a difference a couple of days makes, right? And I see kind of a shoulder, a head, right shoulder. It just in that we're oversold, overbought in the stochastics RSI. And so a lot of coins look like they're coming back down to like, I mean, look, this, if I had to be honest, is a bear flag. And it would have a pretty nasty fall, right? It looks like Near would head back to 280. So is Near dumping down to 280? I see something happening. Black Swan, I don't know what's going on, but it's telling me the next few days, and the rate hike's supposed to come. And so is that getting baked in? And I don't know, man. Something strange is arise here. And I'm not trying to throw people off. I'm just starting to kind of see it for what it is. And again, if we double bottom here and bounce, so be it. But so far, I don't know. Like, that's a head and shoulder pattern, basically, on Near. And we're getting that through a lot of the market. Bitcoin showing signs of strength, like it could really break out of this rising wedge now back to the upside. I wouldn't touch it unless it broke above the 200 MA. And even then, I really wouldn't touch it on a Monday. All right. Bitcoin filling the gap above could still possibly fill in and continue flushing below. Yeah. Won't the big side go in right today or tomorrow? No, I don't know. I see, again, you're speculating on ideas that make no sense to me. Won't they do this? Won't they do that? I don't know, man. Yeah. Who knows what they're going to do? There's no guarantees what they're going to do. Okay. One thing I always want to talk about is the crypto graveyard. A lot of people don't realize that, you know, if they continue to print money over time, they'll devalue your currency at a mass scale. At a scale you didn't even think possible, in a faster time than you thought even could happen. People think this is a 100-year-old thing. I don't have to think about it now, right? That's what you think, right? I'm an historian, and you don't have to know this if you know history. But honestly, the following is a list of currencies in a small sample of all of them through the past 1,000 years that have collapsed due to corrupt and/or incompetent monetary policymaking. Hyperinflation is one of the most common precursors to fiat currency collapse. Keep in mind that most of these currencies below collapse within their lifetime of most baby boomers today. So hyperinflation and currency collapses are not exceptionally rare. In fact, the average lifespan of a fiat currency is only 35 years. which means these events happen much more frequently than many people even realize. And we're talking in Peru, in Russia, in Zaire, Hungary, 10 million Vengo, Germany, $1 billion mark. Oh my God. Zimbabwe, $100 trillion bill, a paper bill that represented $100 trillion. Because you can't carry around the money. You see, what happens if milk becomes $180? And then bread, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're taking, it costs you $1,000 just to buy a few things at the store. So then they'd make $1,000 bill, you know what I mean? You start, and then they have to make bigger bills to handle the insanity, right? Maybe the crypto is getting ready to dump with the stock. He goes, stock market's getting ready for a rate cut, and that usually bearish when a recession is near. Honestly, rate cuts in mostly are going to pump the market at least temporarily too for a couple weeks, you know. Yeah. Pivotal week ahead. It is a pivotal week for the higher time frames. Yeah. We need $1,000 bill now. Exactly. So the whole point is something I always kind of want to point out and talk about is this idea. This is what got me into Bitcoin in the first place. And I started trading JDust and JDST, right? JDust is when you want to short gold, JNUG, JDST, JNUG, right? And JDust, right? Funny. It used to be 3 times the shares, New York ARCA. But man, I used to love trading this all the time. Every single day I traded this. Every single day. And this is how I learned how to trade. By trading, you know, gold ETFs. And I look at the price of gold every single day. So this brings back memories. This is all I did. This is it. Great Panther Limited. Is that even going to come out? OTC. I'm just remembering some of my old trades back in the day. Great Panther Mining. Yeah. No, but that's in another class. It's like German. Yikes. Don't want to touch whatever that is, you know. Wow, look at the dumpage there too. I'm more bearish in general on Bitcoin, and I see 57,000, 100%. Like, no, I mean, I don't want to say it, but me, you know, I feel very strongly. I'm not like in the middle. Like, I feel very strongly of a bearish move to the downside for Bitcoin. I could be wrong, but that's what I see happening. That's what the probability is suggesting to me is highly more likely. And I could be wrong, but that's what I see happen. Like, this could come up in a bear flag, drop back down, 57,200, you know. All right. 670 be managed just perfectly, but I'm not sure that one single person must have everything changed. All right, yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. God bless each and every one of you. And there's Bitcoin battling 57,009, just kind of in sideways price action. And I'm not going to act like I know all the answers today. Today, there's less of an edge, waiting for my edge. And actually, you know, had I done beautifully, I could have taken $200 at the market in front of y'all, right? Got a little greedy there. Should have told myself, hey, Monday, take $80. Monday, take $50, right? And when I take the gain, I'm good. Take the gain, I'm good. Take the gain, I'm good. And repeat that after me over and over again. You know, the short looked really promising to me. There was a time where I guess I was drinking my own Kool-Aid. It really looked like we were going to get that bigger short to the downside. We still might. Yeah, I think right now the 5-minute chart makes the most sense for me. 1 minute looks insane. Agreed with you. 5 minute in a nice bear flag touching. Looking like it's going to go further down. Right? Take you down to 57,000. 5 minute makes sense. Agrees with BOOKMAP. Suggests we dump. Take the 5 minute to the downside. 5 minute looks more bearish for sure. Looks more correct. It's got a bearish engulfing candle to start the dump out of the rising wedge. With the 21 touching too, like everything is beautiful. 57,135. I think you go all the way to 57K. You've got the liquidity for it. I shouldn't even set up the trade because I'm not going to do it. But that looks very likely for a quick dump down. 5 minute looks better. I agree. Thank you for saying that. Just looks like things are more in tune there on the 5. That's a big glass. It's a giant glass for a giant thirst. I have a giant thirst, man. You know what I mean? You got to drink a lot of water all day long, and that helps me. So it is what it is. Can't wait to eat the eggs this morning. Something about that. I don't know why. All right. Yo, Sam, what do you think about ETH and the news about Tether? I'm not sure about the news. Could someone tell me? You know, I should know all the news about it. Let me go to Crypto Panic and see what's happening. Great place for aggregated news. All right. Let me see here. Bitcoin transactions plummet over 50% in a week. It's pretty weird. The shocking truth about gold's failure. Second assassination attempt barely moves Trump. Right? Poly market odds. Love that. Binance and KuCoin launch crypto airdrops to support Vietnam typhoon victims. That's awesome. Bitcoin finding heavy resistance just now. Senator Elizabeth Warren calls for 75 basis point interest rate cut by the Fed on Wednesday. Wow. 75 now? Yeah. Look at this. Violent home invasions to steal BTC. Yikes. This is something we may want to look at. You know what I mean, right? A Florida man hit with 47 years in prison over violent home invasions. Remini St. Felix was sentenced to nearly half a decade in prison after robbing Bitcoin owners at gunpoint, along with a ring of accomplices. Florida man sentenced to 47 years last Wednesday for orchestrating a series of home invasions targeting owners of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, stealing $35 million through brute force and sin swapping attacks alongside 13 other co-conspirators. He's the leader of a home invasion crew that held victims at gunpoint in Delray Beach in Homestead, Florida. Man. Sentence followers efficient. That's why I keep a low, a man outside all night long. You know, Sam, do you attempt to drink a gallon a day? I don't use the word try. You know, yeah. 75 would cause mass panic. I think it would, right? But that's pretty good news. I mean, see, I read the news for fun. Like, that's funny, right? Like, the news is entertaining to me. You know what I mean? 41 million Ethereum sent to Binance. What happened? Right? Is that what you're talking about here? Ethereum is seeing intense bearish pressure today, along with the broader crypto market. More of a recent whale movements are adding to this negative sentiment. At the time when ETH needs support from its long-term holders, it appears a big chunk of them are abandoning it. For the whale, there's a big transfer of 17,000 ETH earlier today. I think ETH is kind of like, I don't know, man. I never literally had faith in ETH like that. I don't know why. It was the first coin I got into at 80. I knew about it at $9, saw it go to 89. I got in at 89 and I wrote it up. You know, it's one of the first coins I ever had. I loved it. It's just, you know, kind of a shame. Kind of a shame. Yeah. And again, I shouldn't FUD ETH. It's, you know, second biggest coin. It's going to do fine over time. But I just think there's better out there, and the transaction fees get high over time. It really can't compete with other bigger blockchains, right? Already had this nice pump recently, but still kind of, you know, making the rounded bottom here. This is Bitcoin ecosystem, which is something to put on your radar if you don't know about it. BRC20s are, you know, basically inscriptions based on Bitcoin. And we have a whole ecosystem running, right? Including Fractal Bitcoin, which was FB, had that nice pump yesterday. Did give most of it back, which is kind of good if you're thinking of getting into Fractal Bitcoin. Let's take a look at that. So it had a beautiful pump, up 30% there. Came up, and I saw this flag. It was nice. Only to kind of, I guess, make some bearish div and eventually come back down. It was some bearish div. Look, swing up while it swung down there. I don't own any of this yet, but I believe it could make some, you know, it's part of a bigger ecosystem that I believe in. So you can almost say, well, it lost the trend line though. I'm trying to make it a really big one. Too early to tell for Fractal Bitcoin. That's something I would either have to research and just start buying regardless of the chart. I mean, make sure the chart looks bearish if I buy it because I'm buying the low, you know, but You know, is there more to downside? Possibly. It's really pretty new. And with what's happening to Bitcoin right now, and if Bitcoin takes a tumble, you know, then anything kind of really more associated with Bitcoin, like fractal Bitcoin, is only going to do the same. So far, this has been falling from 59,950 further down. And it looks like we're going to fall back on that. The 5 minute does look like it wants to take a dump to the downside here. That looks like a beautiful dump is coming for Bitcoin. It just does. All right. Target would be 57,048. Stop would hold you at about, what, 58,102. And it's 220 for 5. I don't know. I'm not loving the odds there. What is it? Yeah, 1 for 245. I wonder why, though. That says 339. Oh, yeah, because once you move that down, you've changed it. You know, it's crazy how a second or two can change when I'm on the 1 minute, my entire risk. And I trade that heavy to the bone on my risk management. Very true. It keeps me very, it keeps me focused. And it's like, yeah, you can't just do whatever you want, Sam. You got to sit inside the parameters. Very important. Whenever using, you know, if I'm going to leverage trade, stop loss on everything, you know, or maybe what I'm willing to lose and let it ride, I guess. But that, you know, if I'm very confident in the trade. But that'll be the next short I'm looking at, just because Bitcoin looks to be falling over and you got all that liquidity down there. All right. And there you go. Finally, 57,000. You knew that was coming again. Come on, baby. I'm talking about tether reserves, basically big names like Coinbase. Because they loaned in a rumor going on about I have no idea, man. I'm all set, man. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. I don't use the concept you teach you, but I respect that you have the balls to trade live, not like clowns. Anyway, hey man, what I'm really teaching is just liquidity. You know what I mean? Whatever concept you use, like we're looking for liquidity, right? And the market moves based on where the big boys are. And so you have all these people that want to buy down here. I wouldn't want to be shorting the market in between the big buyers. That's called a squeeze, and that will squeeze you pretty hard. All right. So you just want to be careful there. Again, do whatever makes you happy, you know. So there you go. Yeah. $57,781. Interesting. All right. Now, one last concept I wanted to talk about is, are RWA tokens dead? Are they going to come back strong? All right. And so I was looking at some of the stronger, you know, the bigger ones, the ones that I like personally, Relio, which I have in my portfolio, Goldfinch, right? And you can see, I mean, either one of the best times to buy, or we're getting, you know, again, still haven't gone down to their lows when we started looking at them at 30 cents when they really took off. But definitely showing signs, you know, of accumulation here. I do not, you know, you want to see these kind of start to round the bottom. So they all look pretty much the same. Relio looks interesting to me. GFI, right? Goldfinch also looks interesting to me. I own it as well. Another coin that I have in my portfolio. But they're all kind of in the dumps, just kind of either getting that rounded bottom, you know. Just adding on fresh bread, sourdough with salsa, eating turkey bacon. Wow. Like that. Wrong place to break in is Florida. Amen, right? Yeah. I mean, it always got it on me at all times. It never catch me slipping, man. Bike riding, you name it, it doesn't matter. Never catch me slipping. Like, never. Like, and I say it out loud. I'm like, yo, I ain't slipping. And I hope it comes, right? But, you know, it is what it is, man. It's the life I live if I want to do what I got to do, right? It is what it is. So, I mean, these altcoins have taken a beat down. Like, you name it, they've taken a beat down. Oh, I had that nice little pump. But it's not a day I'll be like, remember, I made that VELO trade, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to dump out. Take my gains. And, you know, good thing we did. Wow, VELO pumped again up there, and then it came back down, right? Still holding, compared to most, VELO's been super strong. So I don't know what type of energy drink VELO took. But, you know, What I'd like to see it get this bounce here, get tighter and show me some love, and then I'd be back into VELO with the gains that it gave me and some more. The longer time frame chart is contradicting the smaller time frame. Which one do you normally follow? At that point, I look at the moving averages, and it's all about like the 7-minute 200 MA. We lose the 7-minute 200 MA, then whatever one said we were bearish, I kind of sit to. Right? If we don't, then I stick. So like that, I at that point I stick to the small time frame moving averages, and they tell me what to do. You get it? Yeah. Yeah. Ruger, nah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can you chart Sol, please? I mean, Solana struggling too, getting closer and closer to my buy there of 109. You know. Let's take a look at Solana on the and really I'll be as open-minded as I can as a holder of Solana. The weekly says this is when you buy, right? You don't buy the high weeklies. You got to buy when the weekly is low, and the weekly is super low. So that's a bullish sign that you're approaching an undervalued area for Solana, right? Right off the bat. The weekly is just super, 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 super low. Monthly really doesn't have enough information. Even the 2-week and the 3-week, they're both pretty low, right? The 2-week chart just looks like you're in a bull flag that's going to pump at one point. Nothing to be stressed about. So, you know, the bigger time frame checks out so far. We got some strong support at 80. The next big dump would be to 44. And then you're hoping you're going to hold that 120 area because that's kind of key, right? And you're getting pretty dang close to it. So far so good, I guess, on the weekly. If you had to say, you're buying the undervalued area for Solana. 3-day chart. Also, you know, balanced, but it's doing what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin takes the dump, this will take the dump. And so right now they both have the bearish engulfing candles on the 3-day chart. So only time will tell, but it doesn't look amazing right now. And we'd say we're in this kind of falling wedge. So do we come back down and then bounce out of here? Possibly. That's what you're hoping for. But if not, I mean, you'll fall straight out of this to the downside and meet the 200 MA there at about 80 bucks. So, and that could be some downside. So, yeah, exactly. Look at Ton. Really got back up since Telegram's Pavel. Yeah. Would like seeing the allegations dropped. Maybe they will, hopefully, you know. Thank you, Rumble Rom. We appreciate you, man. Yeah. Victoria Marco Film. Sol is going to moon soon. I hope so. So I'd like a bounce back to the top of the channel at least. And Sol back to 179, you know. Otherwise, it's going to struggle. The daily is overbought, and this is the problem. Daily looks like we're coming down for 4 or 5 days of dumpage, then pumpage. But the daily doesn't look good on multiple time frames, so kind of like triple tie. It's just, I don't know. I own Sol, and I want it to be so bullish. I just can't see it at the present moment in time just yet. It doesn't look as bullish as I want it to be just yet. BABYDOGE, please. We'll take a look at BABYDOGE because you asked so nicely. Thank you for jumping on in. We'll keep you guys on this, you know, kind of slow. Wow, BABYDOGE had a huge move to the upside out of nowhere. I don't know why. Crazy. I don't know anything about it, and I kind of don't even like covering it. Still in a bit of a flag. I don't know what's happening. Could get a move. Who knows? Did Doge get mentioned? Elon did write Department of Government Efficiency. He wrote that the other day. But yeah, Doge still in the dumps. Nothing crazy for Doge. Back at 10 cents. I think everything's following the Bitcoin saga right now. Like, are you gonna get back above 60K? Are you gonna make it all awesome? Are we gonna have Pumptober, or are we in for some type of weird recession pullback? Just, you know, we got the full moon and the rate hike coming, both coming at us pretty hard, and it's gonna change the aspects of the next few months for sure. Just finding you a couple days ago. You now my favorite crypto streamer to follow. I want to learn how to get my setup like yours. Shout out to Jay Cooney. We love you, man. Thank you. Is Sui a good short? Let's take a look at Sui here. It was holding above 110. Whoa. And we got into Sui at 93, up a beautiful 10 now. 20 cents on 90. I kind of called this a strange double bottom flag that did pump. Now rejection by the 200 MA. If we can break the 200 MA, Sui's gone. Price action very strange. Like I have to be honest with everybody, like some of the strangest stuff I've ever seen. Does that come back down? Did you break out? It's almost like, okay, we're starting a fresh new pattern. And it'd be great if Sui just made a flag here, touched the 21, and then went on its way. I would project for this. This would be beautiful. It would be nice if we didn't lose like 98 too as well for Sui. All right. And the future did add ET to replace the, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you think there would be some bearishness with Caspa after their wall crashed again, creating some issues. I still like Caspa in the long term. I see it playing out to 37 cents. I'm still bullish over time, and it's just been doing this beautiful consolidation before a bigger move. So my wallet seems fine now. Everything seems okay with Caspa. I could be wrong, but last time I opened it up, it went all wacky. Here it seems to be cool. So only time will tell. I'd like more of these nachos. I only put 100. I mean, it says it only took 100 of mine. I'm going to wait to mint until someone tells me it's okay. Burke, is it okay to mint? You know? Yeah. Okay, the home made it is today is all good. Get Pepe. Yeah. SPNQ took a hit. I believe this is why we went down now a bit. I will keep suing in my opinion. You never know, Rumble Run. It is an opinion though. That's good. I appreciate you saying that. You know. I'm considering swapping all ETH for Sui. I think that honestly, you do whatever makes you happy. But you're giving me an idea. That's a pretty good idea. Like, might even be better to, you know, ETH for Phantom. I'm just, it's not even the biggest idea, you know. Casper was minting coins yesterday. That's why the network went crazy. KRC20. I know, we were all doing it. Yeah. But they told us to stop our wallet. Like this morning, I woke up and I looked at my Casper wallet and I had an error on it that said this. It said stop using Casware, stop mint, stop transfer, stop RBF, and add TX fee. Write down seed phrase and passphrase. Close browser. Wait for further notice. So, yeah, NEIROETH has been hot. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll take a look at the fan funding there. It had a spot, I thought. Does anybody know what this really is? This NEIROETH? I'll have to research. I mean, that's what you're the crypto lifer, Sam. You're supposed to go Google it and figure it out for us. Back I will. I'll know more about it. Honestly, I don't know anything about it, so it could be just a pump and, you know what I mean? Who knows? Looked cool. Was it a bit of a flag? But I don't know. Now it's bearish engulfing. You're looking for, I guess, hidden bullish divergence on the 6 hour. Not a lot of information on it, too. You know, moving averages aren't full yet. If you go by my strategy, though, look, the 15-minute broke the 200 MA. So you'd be like, I wouldn't long it unless it breaks back above the 15, you know? I don't know if this thing could be a rug pull. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. So I'd have to do some more research on it. You know, when I found it, I was just trying to trade a flag, and it boomed out, and then from there, that was about it. In and out like a boy, you know, nothing. Didn't want to know much more about it. Right. Radiant has been interesting compared to most coins. Nice pump the last few days and going sideways, but you'd still look for it to probably come back to the 21-day moving average before it continues to pump. That looks like something that you're looking for, though. Set your support or resistance and see if you can get the move up. And that reminds me of MPLX, just another one I want to look at here. What a tough Monday in the market for sure. Sideways, not a lot of love, not a lot of give. I mean, I can't believe this thing's at 29. This thing is one of the strongest coins I've ever seen. It just refuses to give up and to keep staying solid between 25, 30. This thing is hot. MPLX. So I like this. If I were going to get any coin in the game, it would be MPLX. That would be the one coin that I would be looking at. But again, if I was going to add more to my port, I like this coin. Anything else, I'd kind of be a little weary of for the next few days. I really got to see what Bitcoin does yet again. I mean, it's been in limbo, playing with the bigger emotions of the market for a long time now. So, NEIROETH is backed by SHIB, yeah. You see that Operation Phoenix, the old school Cebu fans are now making their own new token with ecosystem. That's crazy. Turbo got a KuCoin and Binance listing. Usually gets a dump after that. Yeah. Shout out to the fan funding. Let's take a look. We got Jack Fleming. Thank you for coming to Lifer. We got Tanner Goff. We got Banking IT Research. We love you, researcher. We got Desert Crypto. And we got Nick Ellegard. Shout out to the super chats. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you so much for the constant viewership, love, and support. Everyone, I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. Wish we could have won all the trades and banged on them. Basically sideways for most of the stream. Sideways. We did catch this little one. That was a beautiful short to the downside if you were around for that. So, anyway, I haven't made a trade. I'm not in a trade right now on 11 at least. Swing trades, of course, but that's about it in long term, things I'm in long term. But everybody, I love you. Hope you have a wonderful day. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Remember, you can, you are, you will, the best. All right? You can do this. You can. I show up every single day. There's no reason you cannot. You just go through the motions. You battle it. And somehow, some way, we make it through. So I love you all. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all on the next beautiful live stream. May God bless you all. And thank you so much for your time. Your most precious asset. And that is your time. And you dedicated to the stream. And the stream became amazing. So I'll be back tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Catch me in the trading group. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all. And may you have a wonderful day. Keep pushing. And remember, the secret to success is getting started. Just keep pushing. Start something today that you've been afraid of. Motivation follows action. Just get started. Everyone's like, imperfection action beats perfection every single time. People wait for the perfect time. There's no perfect time. You got to start today. You got to get it done. All right. I love you all. May God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.